We're just going to start adding this up. $31,000, almost $32,000 just in subscribers alone. Now, and I'll say Agent he's going to be in the top like 0.5% of content creators on Twitch. He's been doing it for so long. I mean, I think that he's been creating content since 2012. And so it took him a while to get where he's at right now. He's built a loyal audience. Whenever he sparks stream, he has thousands of people in there. And I mean, if you want to create content and you're starting out, I would not have any expectation of having those numbers off the bat. But based off of that, I mean, almost $32,000. If you were to have concurrent, like 100 viewers, 500 viewers, something like that, I've seen creators be able to be full-time in content based just off of that. So that's the subscribers. Like I said, that's one way that he's making money on Twitch. The other way is through ad revenue. And so for me to pull those numbers, there's going to be a few pieces of information that I had to get. One is just the month itself. When advertisers pay people on social media, a lot of it can be seasonal. So if you think about some of the seasons where people are spending more money, that's going to be around Christmas time or Q4. And so historically, in those time periods, advertisers pay a lot more on the ads because people just spend more money around those time periods. So the month is one thing that I have to put in here to determine if they're going to get paid less or more money just based on the time of year. I need to find out how many average viewers that he has in his stream and then the watch hours. So we can pull that up. All right, let me change this real quick because I'm looking at June. So let's go June 1st through the 30. And let's get these. Okay, what do I need? So we're looking at June, average viewers. Here it says he had 8,955. And then the watch hours, 755,000 watch hours last month. Okay. So now let's take these numbers and see what the ad revenue looks like. And I'll explain how that works too. Hopefully this runs. Sometimes Gemini be kind of finicky. Okay, wait, subscriber earnings breakdown. Oh, okay, it just did both of them. All right, so for the ads, generally on Twitch, if you're streaming, when people are viewing, there's going to be a certain amount of ads that are running within an hour. On average, for most creators or larger creators like Agent, they typically run around 12 minutes of ads per hour. So that's what it's putting in here. And then, like I said, for the month, which, you know, you can get paid more or less, since it's June Q2, that's kind of like average, I guess. So it's saying it's a base RPM of $5, and then we'll run through this math. Actually, I'm not going to run through it because it's kind of confusing, but it's saying based off the watch hours, and he's running 12 ads per hour off of 755,000 watch hours. Then there's a certain amount of impressions where people actually see the ads, and then there's just some other mumbo jumbo math. So essentially here it's saying off of the units of RPM, which is $5 for $5 for ads per hour, and then it multiplies it by that. So you come up with the ad revenue of a little bit over $18,000. Actually, no. Okay, yeah. The ad revenue, a little bit over $18,000. It combined it down here. But this is what he made in ads last month, around about. These are estimations. So I'm gonna put this in here. So Twitch income, that's what we're looking at. And so if you're able to get some type of following, build your audience, attention is the most valuable form of currency. And if you look at these numbers, they're pretty insane. So that's off of Twitch. Now, I will talk later on about how they're actually getting people to find them and click on their content and then become a loyal follower or member and then monetize off of it. They do a lot of things behind the scenes to make that happen. And I'll explain that later on in the stream. But this is the total that we're looking at for Twitch itself. And Agent, the way that he creates his content, it's almost like a waterfall. All right, you have he has a main platform, and then from that main platform, the content will flow down into other platforms. So he starts off with Twitch. He can be streaming for like 4 or 5 hours, and then within that amount of time, let's say he starts off and he's reacting to YouTube videos initially, and then he switches into playing video games in that same stream. And then later on, he goes out to, I don't know, he goes out to eat or something like that. And while he's on the go, he's streaming it. So all 3 of those different segments that he would run, then he can just take those and upload them into YouTube as 3 separate videos. One of him playing a game, one of him reacting to YouTube videos, another one of him going out to eat, and then he'll make money that way. And then you can break those down into micro content or short form like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or TikTok. And so one stream can create, hell, it can be dozens of pieces of content that he can post on these different platforms. So now we're moving from Twitch and going down to YouTube. So let me open up his main channel so we can see what that looks like. Now there's a few things that I need here to try to see how much he's making. Again, same thing with the month. But then also, YouTube pays a certain amount of money based on the category that a content creator's in. Like, for example, if you do general entertainment content or pranks, that might be a certain amount of money. But if you do like finance or small business or entrepreneurship or something like that, that can pay a lot more money just based on advertisers who want to advertise on those types of videos paying more, just because typically people will spend more on stuff like that. So that's how that works. But let me pull up the information I was talking about. I'm using something called vidIQ, which is almost like X-ray into people's channels. So it'll tell me the category. That's one of the things that I need. Okay. Oh crap. Hope I didn't mess this up. So we have that. And then the video duration. Now this is important because obviously 203 minutes. I don't think that that's right, but this is important because obviously the longer the videos are, the longer your content is, the more ads that are going to run on it. So I actually don't think that this is right. Just because I watch Agent, I'm familiar with this content. Some of his videos that are posted, if you look and see, this is 30 minutes long. This one's also 30. This is 26 minutes. It's 43 minutes, 58. So I want to get an average more based off of these videos, but he also does live streams, and his live streams can last 6 hours. I mean, this one was 10 hours, almost 11. This one's 8 hours. This one's also 8 hours, 6 hours. This one right here is 11 hours. And when it comes to the view counts, I think that these videos tend to have, I don't know, they have kind of similar view counts. Hey, what I'm trying to figure out is I don't want to put his average at 203 minutes if the streams that are longer aren't pulling as many views, or he doesn't post as much. Let's see. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and maybe cut it in half. I might do a little bit less than that. Instead of 203 minutes, I might do like 80 minutes or 75 minutes. Let's try that. Okay. I'm gonna say let's do 80 minutes and see what that comes back at. Now, the last thing that I need is the actual views that he got for the month of June. And this might be a little bit off because this view tracker that I use from a site called View Stats, it only tracks the last 28 days. So I'm going to be missing a little bit of June, and it's going to be pulling a little bit of July. Okay. So as we can see, in the last 28 days, it breaks down long form views, like these videos will count as long form views. I think it may also count the live streams as long form views, but then it also separates out these videos, which are shorts, because they pay different. And so I'm going to look at the long form views initially, which is 6.3 million. All right, so 6.3 mil. And then I'll look at the shorts ad revenue after that. But this is all the information that I need to try to run it. And let's see. That's Twitch. All right, YouTube. See if this works. For YouTube, boom. Oh, I actually need shorts too. All right, so it threw it into this formula. And it's essentially calculating, like I said, for the type of content that you make in general entertainment. It's like $2.74 for every 1,000 views that you get paid for that. So that's what it's calculating everything based off of. The video duration is taking that into consideration. And so it comes up with the total ad revenue of $34,000, a little bit over 34,000. I think that's probably accurate, because Agent ran he ran a stream before where he exposed how much that he was making, or he showed how much he was making, and this aligns with that. So we're gonna put this in here. This is the total ad revenue on YouTube for his long form videos. Now I can go into shorts. I don't think it's going to be a ton in shorts, but let's run it to try to add all of this up. Wait, what else was I about to do? Oh, I do have to open. I do have to open another one. Okay, this one. All right. In a month, again, the category, which we already have. And then the view count, which is for shorts, 734,000 over the last 28 days. So let's plug this in here. Okay. Now let's run this and see what it comes up with. Shorts don't pay a ton of money. You would have to get like tens of millions of views for it to be like a significant paycheck. But I don't want any stone unturned. 5878. Yeah, it's not much at all. But the thing is, he's essentially just taking clips from his other content, which, look, it's 58 bucks. It's free money, really. And he's just posting it onto YouTube. So let's see, like, here's one. It may not mean nothing to y'all. Oh, I don't want to get copyrighted. So here's a clip that he just pulled out of his last stream when he was reacting to Kai Cenat coming back on stream and then selecting students to go to Streamer University. So he's reacting to this, and then he just takes a clip out of it of him getting selected as a professor, and then he posts that. And so, I mean, that's pretty much a free upload. He has 18,000 views so far on it. And he did the same thing with most of his other streams. So I really don't think that Agent goes crazy on shorts. But again, it's free content because he's already streamed it. All he has to do is clip it out and then post it. So that's the YouTube. Now, let's see. He actually has a second channel that he uploads on, and we're going to look at that one as well. All right, so this is Agent 00 Gaming. Like I said, when he's on stream, he'll do a variety of different things, but playing games is one of them. And instead of posting the gaming content on his main YouTube channel that we were just looking at, he created a dedicated gaming channel to post all this content on. So let's run through this. We'll do the same thing and see what this looks like. Oh, that's not good. Let me see. Oh, all right. I mean, it's a gaming channel, so I could put that category in pretty easily. Video duration, we're just gonna eyeball it. Damn, VidIQ. All right, 35 minutes, 37 minutes, an hour 27, 34 minutes. Does that say 13 hours? It's a month ago. What's the date on this? Oh, this was May. Oh, this is May 30th. Okay, it's just outside of it. So I'm actually not going to, I'm not going to count that one. So we have 1, 2, 3. There's 4 videos. The average is like, I would say like 45 minutes. So we'll do that. 45-minute video duration. And then the view count for this channel. Okay, 560,000 in the last 28 days. And this is long form views. So let's see what this looks like. Where we at? All right. Let's run this and see. For about 500,000 views, how much that would pay for a gaming creator. Okay, boom. So based off of the dollar amount that like gaming creators or gaming content makes for every 1,000 views, it's less than general entertainment for the most part. So here it's $1.40. So $1.40 for every 1,000 views based off of the amount of views that Agent got It looks like a little bit over $1,000, which, in my opinion, that's not bad for playing video games, bro. That's the month of June. Again, the shorts, I'm not expecting it's going to be much, but let's check it out. View count, 135,000. All right, let's run it. Where are we at? This is the shorts. I don't think this is actually going to be anything. $6. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So there you can see shorts. Look, it's an easier place to upload. It's an easier place to get discovered. That's the way that I look at shorts, like discoverability, people to find your content, maybe subscribe to the channel at some point, and then migrate over to watching your long form videos, potentially, if they align well with whatever your niche is. But when it comes to money off of shorts, like I said, you would have to be getting millions or tens of millions of views for it to move the needle. But again, I mean, in a lot of cases, it could be a free upload, especially if you're clipping your content out. I don't even know if this is worth putting in this on this document, but for consistency, let's do it. All right, let's see where we at. So we got Twitch, both YouTubes. Okay. All right, now this next one for brand deals, this is going to be the most difficult one. It's probably going to take me the most time to try to uncover all the brands that he partnered with in June. And I can't guarantee any accuracy here. AI is great for doing research and pulling information quick, but it's not the most accurate. So I'm gonna have to kind of run through it and see. And it's only because I watch Agent that I know some of the brands that he has deals with. So we're gonna see how accurate that Gemini is. Hold on, let me pull up these notes. Not that one, not that one. All right, boom. And I'm gonna have to run it in here and see. All right, so first off, I just want to see what brands that Agent partnered with in June. So I have a prompt. Oh, why does it do that? All right, so I have a prompt here. Agent 00 in the month of June. Let's see what it comes back with. Okay. So saying tone is one of them. I'm actually probably not going to use that because he's part of a content group and tone is the group's brand. So I'm probably not going to use that. It's actually not giving me anything. Yeah, it's not hourly game bounties. Potentially. Platform ad revenue. I don't think he ran any ads in his videos. All right, well, here's another way that we can try to be more accurate here on the brand deals. All right, so I'm back inside a Twitch tracker and wait 1 second. Okay, I'm back inside a Twitch tracker and in here it shows you all of the streams that you know, anybody who anybody who streams on Twitch, it shows you essentially what activities that they did in each stream for any particular day. Now, this is a way where I can find out if he maybe played a game that was a sponsored ad, and generally like the game producer will pay a certain amount if they have a game that's coming out and they're about to release it and they want to get more eyeballs on that game so they can have a more successful launch. So they will pay streamers to play the games. And then there's some other things like events and stuff like that. If streamers go out to, a lot of times they'll get paid, maybe not directly, but they'll get free tickets or backstage passes or whatever, so they can also advertise the event. So that's what I'm looking for here. All right, so we're gonna start in June to see some of the things that he's done and see if we can find any sponsored ads that he ran. The easiest one for me to find is like here. This NBA Run. This is a game that he played. I'm sure this was an ad. Let me see. Let me see if I can actually find a clip. Just to make sure.
It's just the way it works, bro. It's just the fucking way it works, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go to the full stream and then see whenever he starts. Just so I can make sure. All right, so now he started with NBA Run. Let's see.
Say that one more time, OG.
You know who the commentator is?
Show y'all.
I didn't hear him.
Park.
Bingo. All right.
Damn, they gave me max wingspan on my build. Let me know when you're in. Oh, you're in.
Okay. I am in, man.
All right, bet. Hold on one sec.
I usually try to look at. Try to look at the chat.
Ready. I'm ready. You gotta ready up.
Or he'll just say it.
Cool. Bro, they got an aura tab on here, gang.
Like people in the chat are saying hashtag ad.
I have no idea what they mean.
W ad.
There's only one way to find out.
Sometimes they're trolling.
Hey, cool.
But I'm sure this is an ad.
This next section of the stream, it's sponsored by Play by Play Studios. New game came out called NBA on the Run.
Okay, so they just said that this segment is sponsored. So this is for sure an ad. Generally, like I said, streamers, when they're on stream, if they're playing a game that they don't normally play, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be an ad. And so they're getting paid to play this game. And so that's what I wanted to find out. Now I can try to, hold on. Now I can try to, let me go chat in here to pull up how much that he was making. Estimated brand, I think. What the heck? Let me see. All right, this is one. How did this work? Agent, let's brand deals. Okay. All right, let me try this. Let me try this to find out. Recent. All right. Let's try this and see. All right, I'm looking at NBA The Run. I'm saying based off the industry standard pricing models, his specific performance metrics are likely made between 15 to 35,000 for NBA The Run. And playing this sponsor stream. let's say if the YouTube upload was packaged as part of the, his earnings would be 40 to 50,000 if the YouTube upload was packaged as part. I actually have no idea, but I don't think it was. Oh, yes, it was. Okay, so he did upload it on YouTube. I don't know. I might go ahead and take that number then. Where am I at? Okay. I'm gonna keep it conservative and go on the lower end. I say it was 40,000 because he did the stream and he uploaded the YouTube video. So let's do here. Brand one, NBA The Run. And we're looking at 40K. So that's the first brand that I could find. Now let's go back into the Twitch tracker and see if there's any other sponsorships that he's done. So for June, all right, we got NBA The Run. I'm also looking at the titles to see if they say anything different. He did a lot where he went to NBA Finals and he was like backstage and he was interviewing some of the players. So watch party, NBA Finals Game 1, watch party. That was the same day, and I don't know what happened there. Said at the NBA Finals asking players questions. That might be one. Let me see. Let me see. Rivals. Tone. Twitch live stream integrations. Okay. All right, in this one it says his key June corporate partners and estimated earnings, the NBA. So this might be one, I don't know if he got paid directly, but he probably got paid just to go out to the event and be able to interview the players and stuff. So it's saying, based off of that, maybe the total for him to go out there, maybe he got paid. Again, I'm gonna go on the low end. It says 50,000 that he had with a partnership with the NBA during the finals. I'm gonna just say the actual NBA, and that's 50K. Okay, so that's another one. It says also Twitch Football Fest 2026. Obviously with the World Cup, and he's gone out to I don't know if it was this month. Okay, here's one. On the 28th of June, say going to first World Cup game, Canada versus South Africa. Let's take a look at it. I don't think they can actually show the game.
You gotta make the leaf thicker. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
But I think that, yeah, they put a graphic up in the bottom corner so people could follow along.
Oh, it's a Canada chant. Its cadence is a little different.
I don't know how many. I mean, it says the view count off of this. I don't know if this is the VOD or if it includes how many people were watching live. 486,000 views. I mean, so there were thousands of people in here watching this stream of him watching the game. And so let me go back in here. It says the estimated value. I'm assuming if it's not him just getting paid directly, it's them paying his way into the game for the seats, maybe for hotel, travel, and all of that. So it's estimated value. I'm just going to take this again on the lower end, what he did for Twitch Football Fest 2026. I say Football Fest, not fast. Let's call it at 20K there. And as you can see, like I said, the more attention that you can get online, and the more people who tune into your streams or watch your YouTube videos, then companies will reach out to you to partner with you and offer deals, or you could reach out to companies to try to get some sponsorship deal, and it really adds up. I don't know how many more sponsors that he did, but already I think that we cleared 100. Yep. So let's keep going and see what else that we could find. All right, so for games, Marvel Rivals, I said that he played that a couple of times this month, so that's probably one. Let's see what this says. Oops. Yeah, I think Marvel Rivals is okay. Marvel Rivals says key breakdown for June brand collaboration. Marvel Rivals All-Star Tournament. I don't think that that's happened yet, but let me see. Did I already do this? Okay, NBA The Run. All right. Yeah, so the agent did a sponsor segment for Marvel Rivals. And it looks like per segment, they're saying 15 to 35,000, around that. Again, it's an estimation, but he ran the game on the 10th of June and then again on the 27th. So I think it's safe to assume that we could probably just double this. And I'll just take the lower side. If it's 15,000, then I'll put 30,000 because he ran 2 sponsored segments. For Marvel Rivals, 30K. All right, that's that. I might run out of room. All of these deals. Now I do know 2 other deals that he has. One is with, oh, actually, I don't know why I keep doing that. I believe this was a sponsored stream. NASCAR Race Day reacts with Extra Emily, partnering with Red Bull. Yeah, definitely a sponsored stream. All right, so here I was trying to see how much that this was. It said for NASCAR and the Red Bull collab. Okay. Wait, did I ever even get that? Hold on. I don't even know if I found out how much that was. Can break down. Oh, it's right here, right in front of my face. 30 to 60. Now for this one, let me see. I don't know if this is like something direct deposit. If he went out there, but there's no clips of it. Yeah, this could be another case where it's like paying his way to go out to the event, and they're valuing it at 30 to 60. I'm gonna just take the lower end again. Say NASCAR. We'll just look at 30K. I actually am gonna have to. I have to make another one. Jesus. This dude agency is putting in work. All right, that's that. Now, one of the next brands that I know he has is with Jordan. Payout structure. I don't even think it's in here. Maybe it is. No. NBA to run. All right, I just have to try to run it. All right. With Jordan. Shit. The sponsor and down to a monthly. All right, it says agent Andrew Dennis signed with Jordan brand. I'm sure this is a massive deal. The brand like Jordan, they estimate to be worth $300,000 to $600,000 annually. Estimated $25,000 to $50,000 per month. And a lot of this is going to be based on like what events that they do with Jordan and how frequently that they do events. I would say total estimated monthly value on the high end, $45,000 a month. I don't know if he did any. I mean, with the NBA, I don't think that was with Jordan. I don't think that he did anything in June, but I mean, honestly, that doesn't even matter. I would say Jordan brand, bro. I'm putting it at the higher end, like $45,000 a month. Just off the love. So Jordan brand at 45K. And then the last one that I know he has, or I think that he still has, is with Popeyes. I know at some point he had a deal with Popeyes and he has a meal there, or had one there. Where's it at? Okay. Yeah, I asked if does agent have a brand deal with Popeyes. Say yes, agent has an official brand partnership with Popeyes. Popeyes partner streams. Okay. All right, we could look at this. Then I asked what's the payout structure, and then I asked to break it down to a monthly figure. At least what it's saying here. Cover the fixed monthly salary to host the streams. Estimated monthly figure 40 to 75,000 a month. Hosting 1 to 2 dedicated streams per month. I actually don't know if he did that. It's hard to tell for the IRL streams. I don't know if he did that this month, but I'll take the lower end of this one. Popeyes. 40K. Let's see. It might yell at me. $225 or $255,000 off of the brand deals. Sheesh. All right. I mean, I think that's as much as I could find as far as brands. And some of them, I mean, I'll be honest, some of them I already knew, and it's not going to be like that. If I do this on a creator where I don't watch their content, I may miss some things, and I might not be able to find exactly who they partner with. But an agent doesn't do this often. Another way that you can find out, let's say you make content on YouTube more than anything else, would be inside the videos. A lot of time people will do ad reads if they're partnered with a brand or a company. And I'll show you what that looks like, because I know Agent did one somewhat recently. He doesn't do them that often. It was a pocket watch for Mr. Beast. Yeah, this one.
In slow motion, they're operating on default settings.
So this video, he's doing an ad.
I mean, they even have a way for
right
you to get
now.
your paycheck up to 2 days early on direct.
But an easy way to find that out is going into the description, because companies will mandate that, you know, if you sign on to do an ad read or something like that, they're going to give you a link as a creator to post into the description so people can click through and sign up using whatever your code is. So here he's doing an ad with Chime, and he has his code chime.com/AA or Agent 00. And then this was March 31st. So that's an easy way that you can see if a content creator has like a brand deal with somebody in their videos. They'll do like a 60 to 90 second ad read, and they'll have a link in the description below. But again, Agent doesn't really do deals like this often, or at least I don't see it. But I just wanted to show y'all an example of what that looked like. But let me see. Hold on. Let me get out of here. And let me know if y'all got any questions though. Anything that you've seen. I am going to try to run through all of this information so I can make it a YouTube video. So I'm basically just going to run through it almost as quickly as I can, a little bit more structured. But I wanted you to see how I go through and I guess pocket watch people. I think it's crazy that you can upload videos on a free platform like YouTube and make money off of it. And there's a lot of different ways to make money off of it. Like we just went through, there's ad revenue on YouTube. You can have memberships where people pay a certain amount of money monthly to be a member of your YouTube channel. Generally, people offer like bonus content and stuff like that. So that would be another way. the brand deals and sponsors, that's a huge piece of content creators' income. And like I said, the more that you are able to build an audience and keep somebody's attention, I mean, the amount of money that you can earn is unreal. And in comparison to, I don't know, a 9-to-5 that we might be working, where there's a cap on your income, a lot of times, I mean, hell, throughout my career, I've worked at many big organizations. I've worked at Amazon. I've done some stuff for Apple. I worked at John Deere. I don't even know if I count. I don't know if I've actually ever met somebody who enjoys what they do. Maybe a couple people throughout my career of working for like a decade. But here, they're actually doing some of the stuff that they like to do. So I think that's crazy. All right, so that's that. Now let me just come up with this total here. Oops. Where am I at? All right, boom. All right. So I think that's everything. Now I just need the grand total. Let me go back up here to YouTube. Or no, this is Twitch. My fault. Go back up here to Twitch. Ew. All right. Now YouTube, the main channel. I don't know if it might yell at me. YouTube, the second channel. $6. And then the massive brand deals. And I actually think that this is an underestimation. I think that he makes a lot more per brand, but we're just gonna keep it at that. I feel like it's gonna yell at me. All right. So the total we came up with, $340,000 for the month of June as a grand total. I feel decently confident that that number is close. Like I said, with the brands, I think I may have underestimated a lot of those, so it could be more. The reason why I'm saying that for agents specifically, though, is check this out. Let's just go here. Actually, agent pocket watch, maybe. No, I think I have it in a playlist. Agent research. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one.
Like, these are just
okay. When he went to Streamer University, was it last year? I don't know. When he went to the first Streamer University, he held a class where he was essentially showing his earnings for YouTube and Twitch and brand deals and everything that he made for an entire month. So let me see. Let me see.
Ads into quarter one, January, February, March. So what you want to do is like, yo, it's cool to lose money as long as you're happy with the content, because there's going to be other ideas you have that make January on Twitch. You could tell us.
All right. So here he's showing how much he made on Twitch. Now, I think that this was a marathon, And so the number is super inflated because he didn't get off stream for the entire month of January. And here it said 127,000. So this is Twitch again, because it's a marathon. He didn't end stream. It's going to be a lot more that he made off of ads. Typically, you're going to get a lot more subscribers in a marathon. So this is one of the figures.
It's a marathon because I had 300-hour stream. I really want y'all to focus in on this though. This is why I'm saying ads are really underrated. Do you see this purple section here? Those are ads.
Where's YouTube?
If I remove the ads, my budget is eviscerated. What YouTube looked like in a little bit more of an optimized month.
This is YouTube that he showed. So this was for the month of,
and keep in mind, like this
is for the month of April that he's looking at in his YouTube analytics. So here is 17.2 million views. And then off of 17.2 million views, he made almost $85,000, right? So if we look at our numbers, we would essentially almost like cut this in half or a little bit less than half, because we based ours off of, I think it was 6.3 million views. Actually, I could just look. All right, so if we look at YouTube income, this is the main channel. It was in June instead of April. The view count, it was 6.3 million versus the 17 whatever. So a little less than half. And if you look at the revenue total, our total is 34,000, which is again a little bit less than half, versus the 85,000 that he made on 17 million views. So I think that this is a more accurate number. And then, I mean, this doesn't really add anything into it, but I think that's fairly accurate. And then I think in this video, he talks about his brand deals
from the stream, bro. So if we take a look, also I nailed it on brand deals. We had a lot of mega brand deals that month. And so the overall revenue was fantastic.
All right. So he said that they had a ton of brand deals. They had mega brand deals in April. And so the brand deals totaled up to be 310,000. So if you look at like the total revenue is almost 800K in a month. That blows my mind. Well, they had a ton of expenses. It was almost 500,000, or a little over $500,000 in expenses, bro. Can you imagine? And then profited close to $300,000. It gets different. It gets different if you can generate any type of audience, and that could be doing some of the stuff that you love doing. I don't know what his he was talking about a marathon earlier. I don't know exactly what that was. I think it was maybe a weight loss marathon. So he's just documenting things that he's doing to improve himself, and people tune in and watch that and subscribe, and you get paid off of stuff like that. In April, I mean, I guess we can look. I mean, hell. April. So it's probably like 3 months ago, around that mark. You can see the content that he's posting. I don't think that was in April, but it's just reaction videos. He's reacting to another YouTube video here. He's reacting to a YouTube video here. Same thing there. Most all of these are reaction videos. This is the one that I showed you before, but this is March actually. So a lot of these are going to be April, and a lot of these again are just reactions. He's watching other people's YouTube videos while he's on stream. Then he's taking that part of the stream and turning it into a YouTube video himself. And that's mostly all he did, and that's what the YouTube ad revenue was coming from. Is that, you know, he might have done some live streams in April, like 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah, he did some live streams in April as well. So some of that, some of his earnings came from that. Again, he wasn't really heavy on shorts, so I don't think a lot of it came from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's see. Let me go back here. Brand deals, it would be hard for me to go back and look and see. I mean, he's doing well, this is not in April, but as he's teaching this class and going through this information, he's doing a brand deal right now with Webull. And so he partnered with Webull when he went out to do these classes and maybe get some people to sign up to that investment app. So that's another one. It never stops, bro. So that's impressive. So that's what we're looking at. It said if he's at 310,000 in April, he said we did really good. We had some mega brand deals. The number that we came up with at 255,000. I think we might be somewhere in range, just based on the brands that he worked with in June, and I'm pretty confident in that number. Hey yo, what's up, man? What's good with you? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, damn, it's the same thing I said. It's pretty impressive. And this is I don't know when you joined, but this is off of 1 month. And so this is like the power of content creation. Can you see how much I would have earned? You want me to do a live pocket watch on you right now? I might be nosy and look it up later. That's hilarious. But yeah, I probably could see how much that you earned if I looked at your channel. It's all a numbers game. It's just based off of views and stuff like that. So for agent, this is what we're looking at. This is the grand total that we're looking at for the month of June. Like I said, I think that I'm under with this estimation, but yeah. All right, let me chop it up with y'all, man. Because after this, I'm going to try to film this as a YouTube video, so then I can just post this as a YouTube VOD. And we'll see if I can do that without screwing it up too much. So I'm still on YouTube, 469 subs. Okay. What if I had 500, a million views? How much would I earn? It's hard to say. Because there's a lot of different factors that go into YouTube earnings off of views. It depends on the type of content that you upload. Let's say if you're a gaming channel, you'll make a certain amount. But if you're like a finance channel or an automotive channel or something like that, then it can differ quite a bit. Like you can make a lot more. And typically when it comes to finance and stuff like that, those are going to be at the top end of earnings on YouTube. So it really just depends. But if you get a million views, I'm sure that you would be happy with that. Now, I will say though, you're saying if I had 500 subs, to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have at least 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So from my understanding, you wouldn't be eligible to get ad revenue until you hit that threshold of 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. But there are some other ways to make money on YouTube, though. Said, can I do Cerix? Yeah, I might. I plan on doing this for a bunch of different creators, so potentially. Gaming Facts, what's good? How you doing this morning or evening, depending on where you are in the world? How's it going, man? I appreciate you coming through to the stream. It said, bro, can you please help small creators? Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what the overall goal of my channel is. It really depends. When I go throughout some of these streams, like what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to show people how much that you can stand to make if you take the leap of faith and start creating content online and start uploading to YouTube. It's not easy to build an audience. There's a lot of things to learn when it comes to the videos itself, when it comes to how to make thumbnails, titles, and stuff like that to entice people to click on your content. But what I really want to do with my channel is inspire somebody or motivate somebody to just start. Or if you've been inconsistent, to be consistent on YouTube, looking at the potential earnings and how rewarding that it can be, because I've seen YouTube change people's lives. I've seen people that have come out, come from nothing, and then, they get a moment that happens to blow up on YouTube and their life has changed forever, and they get, brand deals and ad revenue and all these other types of things. So that is the goal. If you want to continue to see some of the things that I put out, like I also do what I call a method watch, where I analyze people's YouTube videos to see why it was so successful, what they did in their thumbnail to make people click, what they did in the title, what they did in the intro. So if you want to follow along for stuff like that, feel free to subscribe and like the stream. I would appreciate it. That would also help this stream to go out to other people who are looking for help as a small creator. Said, I'm from Bosnia, take me to America. That's hilarious. Hey man, I appreciate you tuning in from Bosnia, bro. That's live. AFK. All right, man. Well, hey, whenever you get back, like I said, let me try to translate this into an actual YouTube video. Gotta figure out how I want to do it. I think what I'm gonna do is, let me see if I can do this right. I think it's a shape. Yeah. All right, y'all are gonna see the behind the scenes, man. See how the sausage is made. I think what I'm gonna do is, since I ran these numbers with y'all, I'm going to try to just make this into a YouTube video, but I'm going to hide all of these totals. And then I'll just see how it turns out. Everything on YouTube is a big test. Boom. Boom. And all right. That is the second channel. Oops. And then the brand deals and the grand total. All right. All right, let's try to do this. Hell, I have to see. I have so many tabs open. I think I can get rid of that. I think I can get rid of that. This is for brands. That's views. I don't even know if I need this. Maybe I could just do B-roll here instead of actually trying to go to the screen. Maybe I could just run through the document that we just made. I don't know. I don't know. TR1, what's good? Let me go back here. So sorry I was asleep. Yeah, man, I'm back on Spark and Stream. I was trying to retool a lot of things with the stream to make it a little bit smoother. But honestly, I should just be consistent and be sparking. But I appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I think my stream schedule is going to be around this time. Like 3 to 4 days a week. So for me, I'm in Texas. And so I'm probably going to look at Spark and Stream between 6 and 7 a.m. and then just be online for a few hours. I may come back and do a later stream in the day. It depends. I started a second YouTube channel that I'm curious if it'll take off. So I might be streaming on that second channel in the evenings. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I appreciate you coming through. How's everything going today? Let me check something. Oh man. Okay. Interesting. All right. I gotta figure out how I want to do this, y'all. I think I might just do this. Let's see. So what is it about? Do I want to leak? I don't know. It's kind of, I'll tell you the concept. I'll tell you the concept of what it's about. It's essentially me either reacting to or learning about or playing something for the first time. So it'll be like I'll give away the title. I don't really care. It'll be like, as an example, 40-year-old tries Fortnite for the first time. That's just an example. That's probably not actually something I'm gonna do on this channel, but that's kind of the concept that I'm looking at, is essentially trying some things or learning something for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how YouTube will take to that. But what's today? Today's Wednesday. I might spark a stream on that channel either today or tomorrow. We'll see how that goes though. Oh my goodness. All right. So just so y'all know, what I am going to attempt to do is I'm gonna run through all of these numbers like we just did. It's gonna be a lot more structured. It'll be a little bit faster. And then I'm going to reveal the actual totals as I get to them, so I can try to make this into a YouTube video and I don't have to do so much editing. And then I think I'm gonna throw people to, I think at the end of the video, after I give the grand total, I think I'm gonna throw people to, okay, there are certain ways that YouTubers get that they get people to click on their content. And that's what I really like doing, is analyzing YouTube channels. So I did this for Agent. I did this for Agent already on my channel. Let me go to mine. So I did this for Agent already. In this video here. Today, I'm investigating one of the most watched YouTubers on the planet and so it talks about stuff like this. It talks about some of the things that he's doing to actually get you to click on his content that people maybe don't realize. And so inside of a thumbnail, there's certain things that he's doing with this reaction face, with this screenshot that he has here. There's understand what he's doing with let's see. There's certain things that he's doing with the title, some of the words that he used, how he emphasized the words, all that type of stuff. So I want to make that into a YouTube video, but now for the amount of money that he makes. So that's what I'm attempting to do with this. TR1 say you should relax and do a gaming channel. Yeah, a gaming channel is something that I want to start for sure. I've had an idea for a while about, you know, the types of games that I want to play and a certain way to play those games that maybe could stand out on YouTube, because there's a lot of gaming channels, and I think to be successful as a gaming creator, there's really one of a few things that you can do. Like, you can either be the best at the game, you can be different in how you play the game, or you can be the first to play a game. And so a lot of times, if there is a new game that comes out, everybody's going to be flooding that, so it's going to be saturated to be the best at something. It's just, that's difficult. That's a talent that you would have to be the best at a certain game, and that can get viewers. Or the easiest way is to just be different. So like play the game differently, or you have to have some over the top personality that attracts people to your content. But for me, I think the easiest way for me to try to grow a gaming channel is to play a game in a different way. So maybe it could be challenges or something like that, to where it's different than what most people are doing. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing at some point when I do launch a gaming channel, because that is something I want to do, but it might be a ways down the road. I would like to get some things established here first and start growing an audience here and be way more consistent before I branch out to some other types of content. But TR1, I don't know if I've asked you before, but do you create on YouTube, or is it something that you want to do in the future? I don't think this is right. Is this right? Rate views, huh? All right, 59. What time did I start? 6:30. Okay, 30. All right, let me. I think I could just run through it. And then I guess I can go here first. Yep. All right, let's do that. Okay. All right, y'all. Before I start, I gotta take a piss real quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. My fault. Sup, man, back too. Okay. Make sure I got all of this that I need. Wait. Why can't I hear this? Did it change my output or something? What the heck? Oh, no, it didn't. It was just a song. It's weird. All right. Where did I say I was going to start? I'm going to start here. And all right, let's run through this real quick. Okay. All right. Let me try to think. Start that. All right, let's get into it. So today we're going to be going through all of Agent 00's earnings from the platforms that he creates content on. And Agent himself, he treats his content almost like a waterfall, as a method that I look at. And it's almost like at the top of the waterfall is the main platform that he creates content on, which for him is going to be Twitch. And then from that content he can break down and post on different platforms. Secondarily, it's going to be YouTube, and then it will flow down to things like Instagram and TikTok. But mainly what we're going to be looking at is Twitch, YouTube, and then on top of that, content creators earn from brand deals when they partner with companies and advertise their products or services. So we're not going to leave any stone left unturned for Agent. Let's take a look at what this comes out to. So, like I said, for his main platform, which is Twitch, where he'll stream gaming content, he'll stream reaction videos, and then also he'll do IRL content as well. The main couple of ways that you get paid from Twitch is through subscribers, number one, and then through ad revenue from people watching the stream. So we're going to look at both of these metrics to see what the potential earnings are for people who create content online. Now for Agent, there's a few things that we have to look at. The subscriber count, number one. Now for this, I go on the Twitch tracker to see how many subscribers that somebody has for a particular month. We're going to be looking at June. And in June, Agent held 8,371 subscribers between 4 different tiers. And if I look at the amount per tier, tier 1, a little bit over 8,300, tier 2 and 3, both he had 3 subscribers for both of those. And based on the tier, it's going to be a different amount that a subscriber pays. So if we look at that subscriber count, the total amount that he earned from 8,000 subscribers was $31,801. So almost $32,000 just from the subscriber count for the people who he has tuning in and the audience that he's built on Twitch, which is the first way that you make money. But there is another way that people make money on Twitch. Like I mentioned, is the ad revenue. So this number is a little bit more difficult to pull up, but we're going to go back to the Twitch tracker and see how many average viewers that he had for each stream, and then how many watch hours that totals up to, because that's going to give us the amount of money that he made, or an estimation of the amount of money that he made for June on Twitch. So let's go here. All right, this screen is going to give us all the information that we need to estimate how much money that you can make from ad revenue. And it shows right here, in June, the average view count that he had per stream was nearly 9,000, 8,955 viewers. And these are people tuning in to watch him play video games, or to watch him react to YouTube videos, or just to chit chat. So that's one. And if you look at the amount of hours that he did stream in June, he streamed for 84 hours. So if you take the average viewer count and the hours that he has streamed, the watch hours that he generated off of that is 755,000. So keeping that in mind, we'll run that through a calculation and a formula based off the amount of money that he gets on the ads that are running through the stream. And his ad revenue total for the month of June, we clocked at $18,120. So that is the first portion of a content creator's ad revenue if they stream on Twitch. That's number one. Then we're going to look at the next platform, which is YouTube. Like I said, he does a content waterfall method where he streams on Twitch and then takes that content and almost clips each segment out and then posts them as a YouTube video. So let's look at what he's doing on YouTube. All right. So for YouTube, Agent has two different channels. He has his main channel, which is Agent 00. This is where he posts a lot of his reaction content, or if he does any IRL content, he'll post that as well. You can see here, pretty much everything that's on this page is a reaction. He's just watching somebody else's YouTube video, reacting to it. But then if I go to his live streams, because he also streams on YouTube in addition to Twitch, most of these are going to be his IRL type of content. Recently, he was in New York with Extra Emily. He spent a few days out there. He attended one of the World Cup games. He does World Cup watch parties and a bunch of different things on stream for YouTube when he's IRL. So that's some of the type of content that he makes. But when it comes to understanding how much that you can earn on YouTube, it's all a formula. And so what we're going to look at is the category of content and the video duration, because both of those things are going to dictate the dollar amount that you make on YouTube for every 1,000 views. All right. So if we look at Agent's channel, they have him categorized as entertainment. And then if we look at the average video length, here it says 203 minutes, but I'm actually not going to use that average because some of his live streams throw off the average. I mean, some of these live streams are 10 hours long, 11 hours long, and that's going to throw off the average quite a bit. So I'm really going to focus more on these videos and just come up with a video average just based on how long these videos are. You see they're 30 minutes, 26 minutes, 43 minutes, 58 minutes. So I would say they're kind of in between like 30 minutes to an hour. And then if I add some of the live stream durations to it, I'm going to estimate his video duration at 80 minutes. And then when it comes to the actual view count for the month of June, well, I'm actually going to be looking at the past 28 days. And I'm using a website called ViewStats, which will give you an estimation of how many views that a creator has. And you can use this for any YouTube channel. Now for Agent specifically, and what I like about this website is it splits out long form views, which are just regular videos, and YouTube shorts, which they both pay extremely different. And so I'm going to look specifically at the long views, which he got 6.3 million views in the last 28 days. So if we take that and then run it through a calculation for his main YouTube channel in the month of June, he made an estimated $34,310, which is insane if you think about it for somebody who's just reacting to other videos online, or well, actually he doesn't play video games, but just reacting to other YouTube videos online, or going out to different events, enjoying themselves and just filming it. So that is the main YouTube or the long form revenue. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at that a lot of creators also participate in is YouTube Shorts, because for Agent himself, like I said, he starts off streaming his content. He does it on Twitch. Then after that, he'll take segments out and then post them as YouTube videos. But then you can take a highlight, like a 15, 20, 30-second clip, and then post that as a YouTube short, and you can make money off of shorts as well. So let's take a look at his shorts revenue, and everything is going to be the same as far as the category, but let's take a look at the amount of views. So here on view stats, it shows that he got 734,000 views on his short form content. Like I said, shorts pay entirely differently. You can expect, I would say, anywhere between like 5 to maybe 30 cents for every 1,000 views on a short. So for you to make a significant amount of money, you're going to have to be getting millions or tens of millions of views on a monthly basis. But for Agent, based off of the view count that he had, the total amount that he made in June estimated at $58.78. And you might be thinking to yourself, that is not much money at all. Like, it really wouldn't even be worth it to post shorts. But in my opinion, if you are wanting to grow an audience on YouTube, short form content is the easiest way to be discovered, just because the amount of reach that it has. And somebody could come across your content, maybe see a short that you posted, think that it's funny or think that it's interesting, and potentially go over to your main channel and become a subscriber. Or YouTube itself, after they see that somebody's watched your short, when that person opens up YouTube the next time in the home feed, they could recommend them a long form video that you have posted, and that could convert somebody just from a casual shorts viewer to an actual subscriber who watches your content. So that's what I look at shorts more for, is discoverability. But I mean, it's also a free upload. If you're clipping shorts out of a pre-existing long form video, you know, it could be a free upload, and you never know, something could pop off for you, and unexpectedly you get a couple million views off of a short that you posted. So I still think it's worth it. But that's going to be that for that's going to be it for Agent's main YouTube channel. The next thing that we're going to look at is his second YouTube channel, which for him, he's dedicated as a gaming channel. So anytime that he plays videos on, or he plays video games on stream, then he'll post it onto this second channel. Actually, I didn't need to do that. I already had it pulled up. All right, so Agent 00 Gaming. Now, this is a newer channel. I think he created it maybe like 8 or 9 months ago. Let me see the first post he had here. Oh no, he created it like 6 months ago. He already has 30,000 or near 30,000 subscribers on it. He's uploaded 42 videos. So we're going to take a look at this. With it being a new channel, it's likely not going to print a lot of money, but let's take a look at some of the stats here. And let's see. For the second channel, let's just make sure that, I don't know why this isn't working. It wasn't working the last time that I was trying to pull this up either. Maybe this one will work. I mean, it gives me a little bit of information, but I don't know. We'll just go off of this. I know it's gaming content. So if we look at Agent's second channel, like I said before, the category or the types of videos that you make is going to dictate how much money you get paid for every 1,000 views. Since this is gaming content, this is going to be a little bit different. And generally, gaming content will pay on the lower end per 1,000 views. Different types of things that you can do on YouTube. Like, for example, if you were to create finance content, or if you're an entrepreneur and you're making content about that or videos about becoming an entrepreneur, because of the types of advertisers who will place ads on those videos, that will dictate a higher earning per 1,000 views than gaming will. But just something to keep in mind. But if we look at Agent's gaming channel, the video duration, now again, I'm going to have to kind of eyeball this over the past month. You can see it's 35 minutes, 37 minutes. He had one that's an hour and a half, another one that's about 34 minutes. And those are all the videos for June. I mean, he uploaded a whopper of almost a 13-hour upload, but that did not fall in June, so we're not going to count that. I would say on average, his gaming videos are about 45 minutes long. And so the last thing that we need here is the amount of views that he had in June. And so for the past 28 days, we see here it's 560,000 views. And so we're just going to take that and run that through the formula. And then with that, the total that he earned for his gaming channel, literally just playing video games, is right at $1,000. And that's just for 4 uploads. Let me see. Yeah, he only had 4 uploads. Actually, this is in July, but we'll just count it. He only had 4 uploads in the past 28 days. And so off of the 4 uploads to make $1,000 playing video games at your desktop, it's a lot better than breaking your back at a job that you hate and getting paid shekels. So that's for the long form views on the gaming channel. Now we're going to look at shorts, which if we go back to view stats, he had 135,000 views on YouTube Shorts on his gaming channel. So we're going to run that through the formula. I already know it's not going to be much because, again, to make money on shorts, you would have to be getting millions and millions of views. So the total that he earned on his gaming channel, whopping $6.08. But again, like I said, it's a free upload and it's essentially free money if you're able to get any views at all based off of clips. Like, let me see an example of what he's doing on his gaming channel and his shorts. 18 hours ago, 5 days ago, 1 week ago. Okay, he really just started posting shorts on this channel. The oldest clip is from 2 weeks ago, and this is essentially what he's doing.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. No, get the fuck out.
Adrian?
What the fuck? I don't know. Sit down.
Adrian, I can't help you, Adrian. I can't help you.
That's an example of one of the clips, and it's just from
so Agent,
it's from a game that he's already played, and he's just clipping it out.
Anybody want to give me a clue?
Yo, guys, spam the whistle if you're confident in your spot, man.
Yeah, like if you believe in your...
Oh shit!
And these clips are like
Up top.
these clips. This one's 50 seconds long. I mean, they can be a lot shorter than that, but again, just trying to make the point that these shorts that are posted can come from content that you've already created, and then you just take it and you turn I don't know, let's say a 30-minute video that you have playing a game, you turn that into a 30-second short, you clip it out, you put the highlights in there. And if I look at his channel, this one's gotten 41,000 views, this one's gotten 81,000, 21,000, 12,000 views. That's a lot more eyeballs on your channel and your content to where somebody might be interested in maybe watching the full video or seeing what else you have on your channel, and they end up becoming a subscriber. So for discoverability, I think that YouTube Shorts is definitely a meta. And let me take a break real quick on this. Sorry, y'all. Let me come back here. Okay, the music is still going. All right, bet. I don't know why it's so low in my headphones. Okay, what's up, Yumi? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. You said, I'm a new channel, just started uploading in June. Okay, bet. So you just started last month. That's awesome. Well, welcome to YouTube. Said, I'm an upcoming monster tamer creature collector that's vastly different from the rest. I would have to say that is different. I don't know exactly what that means, but it does sound unique. I'm gonna have to check your channel out. All right. And is this the first YouTube channel that you have ever started, or did you have any channels in the past? And I'm curious what got you to start a YouTube channel. Actually, let me see if I can. Is there an easy way I can just pull your channel up from the chat? Because I'm interested in checking it out, really. All right, well, I'll just type it in. If it's the same as your username in chat, I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm interested. Let's see. Yaka. All right. I know for. Okay, boom. I see you. Where you from, Yumi? Oh, sweet. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna peep this video. I'll put it on mute though.
The pose.
Oh, this is dope. Are you illustrating this yourself? Nah, this is fire. This is different. How long does it take you to do this also? I like that. That's dope. That's dope, man. Let me back out of here. Okay, where was I at? Where was I at? Okay, I just finished the shorts. All right, boom, I can go here. I have to take these away. Hold on, let me come back here so y'all can see what I'm doing. All right, for the YouTube video itself, I got to take away these individual amounts. And then we'll get to the brand total, and then we'll get to the grand totals. And then I need this, because this is what I'm gonna go through for most of them. And then I think the rest, like when I'm saying that he has a brand deal with Jordan and stuff like that, I think that I'm just gonna I'm gonna use B-roll over top of that. I might use B-roll over top of everything, but all right, you said I had an old one that wasn't doing so well, so I got focused writing manga called Creator. I like that. I ain't gonna lie, just off of initial thoughts of looking at your YouTube channel and stuff like that, sounds like you're super creative. So I want to eventually make trading card game, and then an open world video game. That's dope. That's dope. It sounds like you got a pretty unique skill set also. I mean, if you're illustrating what I saw in your YouTube videos on your current channel, and then writing a manga, wanting to create an open world video game, all of that sounds super dope and super unique. Not a lot of people can do that. So yeah, man, best of luck to you on the journey. If you have any questions, my channel, I want to help small creators. Essentially, I want to help inspire and motivate you through using the stories of larger or successful creators, when I look at a pattern of people who are successful on YouTube, I often see the same things. They're doing very similar things when it comes to how they make a thumbnail or how they make a title to get somebody interested in clicking on the video, how they do an intro, stories that they create. And so I analyze those types of things to try to condense it and then pass that information along to small creators so they can maybe implement some things in their content or in their videos so they can start to grow and build an audience themselves. So, you know, if that's something you're interested in, definitely subscribe to the channel, because I will be doing this. Really, the hope is like at least a few times a week, going through these streams and then uploading some videos about popular content creators. You said it took a month to do. You could have gotten it done in a week. Press yourself more. My friend said focusing on shorts would hurt me, but that's how I'm seeing smaller channels grow. You know, that's a good point. That is a really deep conversation when it comes to shorts versus long form and what type of audience it could bring in. And that's something that I'm kind of struggling with now, or contemplating how I want to continue on my channel. I do think that shorts themselves bring in a different audience, and I almost separate them out. Like if I'm going to make shorts on my channel, I really don't have an expectation that those individuals will come over and convert to being a long form watcher or somebody who comes into my streams. It's a possibility, but I use shorts more for discoverability. And I do think that it can help small channels grow and help put you in the algorithm and stuff like that. But I would say if you are going to make short form content, you want to make that content the same, like the same niche and the same genre as your long form content. So that if you are building an audience based off of your shorts, that those are people who are more likely interested in what you do on your channel overall. That would be my only piece of advice. But if shorts aren't really something that you are excited about doing, it's not something you have to do. I mean, I see channels that grow that don't have any short form content at all. So that's kind of really up to your discretion as a creator. But I do think there are some pros and cons to shorts. And it really depends on what you're looking to do. But yeah, keep me posted, man. I'm going to keep tabs on the channel and see what direction that you take things. I think that's really dope. Okay. Let me check something real quick here. All right. All right, I need to be on this page. And then let's go here. I appreciate you, Yumi. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I appreciate the sub. Thanks so much. And like I said, yeah, hopefully you can get, you know, some value out of this channel, get some value out of the content that will help you in your journey as you look to grow this channel. But, you know, I will say, I see a lot of YouTube channels just from being on YouTube myself, or I'm subscribed to like YouTube education channels. I don't know if you've ever heard of a channel called vidIQ, but they do channel reviews on a weekly basis where they'll pull up creators to give them advice. And so when I look at all those types of channels and I see yours, it is very unique. I don't really see channels like that often. So I think that that's a good thing. You just got to stick with it. Don't be afraid of putting the hard work in. And also don't be afraid of experimenting and testing with things just to see what works. You know, there could be a lot of things that don't stick, but you have to go through some of those failures to find that successful method or format. So yeah, just keep going, man. But I appreciate the sub though. All right, let's see. All right, yeah, I think I'm just gonna start here. Okay. All right, so the next form of income that Agent 00 has, and that most content creators, where it makes up a significant amount of what they earn from their content, is brand deals and sponsors. So we're going to run through each one of the brand deals that he has. And then also I'm going to show you how you might be able to pocket watch somebody and see when they're making money off of their stream or off of their YouTube videos. So let's get some behind the scenes on what Agent is doing here. Now, in the month of June, what I found was about 7 brand deals or 7 brands that he had some type of sponsored stream with. And this is how I see all of that. Now, inside of this website, which is Twitch Tracker, you can actually get a snapshot of all of the streams that somebody has done within a certain time frame. Of course, we're looking at June here, and I can tell based off of either the types of games that he's playing or what he did on that stream as to when he was getting paid to do that. So for example, we're going to look here. I think the first one I have is The Run. Okay. So if you see on June 9th, Agent did a stream where he played NBA The Run, which is a new game that came out. And this game, they're trying to market and advertise to more people and more viewers so they can have more people download the game. Agent's one of the creators that they partnered with to stream this game to get more people excited about playing it. And so inside of this stream, I think I might run it as B-roll, but inside of this stream, he literally says when he boots up the game, hey, this game is sponsored by whoever the developer is for NBA The Run. And he plays this game for maybe a couple hours online, and then he gets a certain amount of money from that. Now, I already know, okay, boom. Wait, okay. Yeah, I already know how much that it's an estimation, the estimated amount that he made from NBA The Run, but we're going to look at some of the other brands that he partnered with before we come up with a total. Why is it doing that? Oh, bro, my stomach just growled crazy. I don't know if the mic picked that up. All right. Another partnership that he had, if you see early in June when the NBA finals were going on, he had won a watch party, and then he actually went out to a finals game. And then at one of the games, he was backstage, well, not backstage. At one of the games, he actually made it on the floor where he was interviewing some of the players and asking them questions. Now, I would say this is a different type of brand deal. Not every single brand deal is going to be one where you're just where they're just paying you directly. Sometimes, depending on what the brand is, they could be paying your way to go to an event, or paying you to stream that event and give you backstage passes, give you certain access, give you great seats, pay for your travel, pay for your lodging, and all those types of things. That's what I think that this was specifically for him to go out to the finals. So that's just another way to think about what content can do for you. It can open up doors for you to be able to do some things where companies may cover the cost instead of you having to come out of pocket. So let me go back here. Dang it. So as we look at that, the NBA partnership that he had to attend these final games is something else that we included into the brand deals total. Before we look at that, we're going to go into Football Fest. Now, Football Fest, as you know, right now the World Cup is going on, and this is another deal where I think he got expenses paid to go and attend a World Cup game. So as you can see, on June 28th, he went out to his first World Cup game with Eliza, and it was Canada versus South Africa. Now, in this stream, he attended the game. Now, of course, when it comes to like copyright purposes, he wasn't able to show the game on camera. The camera was essentially just facing him the whole time. But what they do to get people more engaged in the content is they have a graphic in the corner that's showing you what's happening in the game, who scored, where the ball is on the field, some stuff like that. And I think that that's a really creative way to get more people watching the stream that maybe would not be watching football themselves. but to get more eyeballs on the event. And so this is another example. Like I said, I believe that he had his tickets paid for to be able to attend a game like that, which I think is incredible. And so we're going to add that to the total once we get to the grand total for sponsors as well. All right. Now, another way that creators, I actually already went over that. Another sponsor that I found that he had in the month of June was for Marvel Rivals. Now, there's a couple of different times. Yeah, I think it's twice. Now, there's a couple of different times that he played this game, and both times it's a sponsor segment. And he'll say this in the stream as well. But on June 10th, he played Marvel Rivals. And then again, on June 27th, he had another activation to play that game. And so with that being considered, there's a certain amount of money that he's getting paid each time that he's playing that game. Whether the game has, let's say, an update, or there's new characters added or new abilities added, him getting his audience excited about either downloading that game is another way that the gaming company gets more traffic to the game themselves. They make more money, and because of that, they also will pay a certain amount of money to creators, and Agent is one of those. All right, another way that I found in June that he either got paid or he got paid to attend an event was on June it was on June 21st. The title of his stream is NASCAR Race Day with Extra Emily, partnering with Red Bull. So this is another sponsored stream that he had, in which likely he got his travel paid for to attend this event, and then also got some special access badges to potentially get access to some of the racers or different things like that. So that's going to be something else that we're adding into his brand total for June. Now, these last two brands are long-term deals that Agent has signed on to, and you can look online to see exactly the deals that he has. Him and another AMP member, which is his content group, his name is Duke Dennis. Both of them have a partnership deal with Jordan, which is huge. I think that streaming has reached an entirely new level when it comes to audience and retention, and then also because people are watching you live stream and you can interact with them live on stream when they type in the chat. It's just a much deeper connection, and people tend to have more trust. And so when it comes to a purchasing decision for a service or a product, they're much more likely to do that. So I think that the industry now is recognizing that, and that's why you're seeing streamers sign on to these major deals, like Kai Cenat signing on with Nike. Now you have Agent 00 and Duke Dennis signing on with Jordan. These are things that were unheard of like 5 years ago, but they're becoming much more common. And I think that the industry is just catching up, and these companies are understanding now how impactful it is for a live streamer that has an intimate connection with their chat to be able to advertise or market certain brands and things like that for you. So again, content creation, if it's something that you're interested in, I think the reward is something that you can't comprehend when it comes to the types of opportunities and the doors it opens and sponsorship deals and ad revenue that you can make. So that's Jordan. I'll go to Popeyes next. Yeah, he doesn't actually have one here. Okay. Now, another brand deal that Agent has is with Popeyes, this massive food chain. When I first heard it announced, I couldn't believe it. He actually had a meal, and he may still have a meal with Popeyes now. In June, I didn't see him go to Popeyes and do a live stream, but this is a long-term deal that he has. So I believe that he still has a deal there. There are other creators that you see that have deals with major like fast food chains. McDonald's is one of them. There's a lot of celebrities that have McDonald's deals, and they have meals themselves. And now streamers are starting to creep into the mix, where Popeyes, I know Agent has a deal there. And then I've seen Senna, I believe, also has a meal at Popeyes and has a deal with them as well. And so that's another way that they're making money off of their brand, by creating content online and just putting themselves out there to spark a stream or to upload a YouTube video. So this is another way. And then I think I'm just going to go into, the grand total after that. Hold on. I see some new people in chat. Let me take a break and then I'll go into the grand total. Oh, I don't know why I just did that. All right. Justin, what's good with you? How you doing, man? My name is Justin as well. Good to see you in the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Jefferson City, Missouri, in the building. What's up with you? How's everything going today? I appreciate you stopping by. All right, Yumi, you said you take the name back to football. Yeah, I feel that. I'm for the sport, only use his foot once. Yeah, I'd love to go to, 100%. So I love Popeyes, man. I haven't had Popeyes in a minute. Oh, you're near St. Louis too? That's dope. That's cool, man. That's cool to see. Awesome. I think in the chat, so we got St. Louis, we got Missouri in the building. I think somebody here earlier was from Bosnia. That's in the chat. That's really dope. I got some of my homeboys that come hop in the chat too. I'm from Texas. Most of them are Texas based as well. So that's really cool, man. Hey, next time you go to Popeyes, you have to check out that Agent 00 meal or that Cinna meal. I think they might still have it. 1 second. Let me check out something real quick before I drop the grand total on here. Let me check out something real quick, y'all. Hold up. Okay, 555. All right, let me get back here. Where am I at? I actually don't know. Let's go here. My Addiction. What's up, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. How is your morning or evening going, depending on where you're at? Appreciate y'all coming in, man. Okay. All right. If you're just joining the stream, what I have been doing is, let me go back here real quick. What I've been doing is investigating how these YouTubers or these modern day creators are making so much money. But once you look into how it is that they make money, what platforms that they create content on, then it becomes a lot more clear, and it makes sense. If you're a creator or you're somebody who aspires to create content or was thinking about maybe starting a channel in the future, this gives you a lot more realistic look on what the potential earnings are. So looking at Agent, he mainly streams on Twitch. That's his main platform. So I'm going through and I'm running these numbers through a formula. Like subscribers, I ran through that through a formula. Tier 1 subs pay a certain amount, tier 2, tier 3, and we just added all that up, and this is what we come up with. The ad revenue, that's a formula as well. I plugged that in, and then we're estimating about $18,000 in ad revenue. Now, obviously, Agent 00, he's been creating content for a long time. He's put his time in, and because of that, he's built a loyal and a fairly massive audience. So these are the numbers he's pulling. But even for a small creator, if you were to get on the platform, start building an audience, maybe you start off with two concurrent viewers in your stream, and then over the months that grows to 10, that grows to 50, grows to 100. Even with that, you're making some ad revenue, and then on top of that, if people actually subscribe to your Twitch, then you're making money just off of those subs too. So I've seen some creators that have what we would look at as maybe a small creator, maybe a couple hundred concurrent viewers, a couple hundred subscribers. They're making a full-time living off of content. So it is possible. So that's the Twitch. Then we also ran through his YouTube channel. Now he starts streaming on Twitch. This is the meta, I think, personally. You can stream, and then you can take different parts of that stream and then just post it onto YouTube as a VOD, and then you get views off of just almost a re-upload or just repurposing that content. So with Agent, that's essentially what he does. And so he'll take his stream clips, he'll post them onto YouTube. His main YouTube channel, we were looking at how much he's making based off his view counts. We came up with this amount. And then shorts, it's not really too much, but we also looked at that. He has a second YouTube channel. We added up how much he was making there. And now we're on to the brands. I was about to go to the grand total for brands, and then we will finish with the grand total here. So that's what we're looking at. Dude, my stomach is growling crazy. Hold on, let me go back here. Go back here. Yumi said my second home is in Panama, third is in Florida. God dang, well, you got 3 spots. That's amazing. That's amazing. I feel like I came here late. Did you say he has 2 YouTube channels? Yeah, he has 2 YouTube channels that he uploads on, that he's active on right now. Now, if you were to go and look at all of the channels that Agent has on YouTube, that is probably like 5 or 6. But he used to run a podcast, and he used to have like his original channel that he doesn't upload on any longer. So right now he has 2 channels that are active, and I can show you that real quick if you got here late. So Agent himself, this is his main channel. It's Agent 00. This is where he puts most all of his content. And then he started a second channel that's dedicated to gaming like 6 months ago. And this is where he posts all of his content for gaming. And these are the 2 channels that he has active. Like I said, he has other channels that he used to work on previously, but he doesn't post there actively now. So these are the 2 channels. I don't know if anybody has played this game in the chat. Mecha Chameleon, this game blew up crazy. I don't know if it's going to sustain its popularity, but whenever this came out, I see everybody playing this game, and it actually looks fun. I haven't played it myself, but it's hilarious watching these people try to blend in, and you're hiding from a hunter. Hell, I guess I'll just show y'all. Like the object of the game is you are, let me see something. So it's like hide and seek, but you can paint yourself, and you have to try to blend in to certain things on the map so the hunters can't find you. And you can do like, you know, texture on the painting. You can blend into different shades, and some people are tryhards for this. Like, let me see if there's somebody here that's a tryhard. Like here, this person's a tryhard.
Yeah, say goodbye.
So they're trying to blend in to these fire extinguishers.
Plenty of time. We're definitely finding her.
And they have 2 hunters.
Maybe there's something wrong with me.
You got 2 hunters?
The whistles do not help.
Yeah, we got 2 hunters trying to find this person.
I do not know where they're coming.
And so obviously you got a certain amount of time. If you can withstand before the hunters find you, then you win. Actually, they have 3 hunters. But I think this game looks super fun and addictive, which is probably why I need to stay away from it. But anyway, I just went on a side tangent. Let's see here. Okay, the next thing I was going to do was the brand deals. All right. Okay. So in total for the month of June, Agent 00, after partnering with 7 different brands, at least what I was able to find, NBA The Run, Football Fest, Marvel Rivals, NASCAR, Jordan, Popeyes, after reaching out to these brands or having brands reach out to him through his content, signing up to these deals, the total that I came up with, estimated that he made in June, was $255,000. Now, again, that's an estimation. I think that it's a low estimate, but I have seen some of Agent's numbers before because he leaked them when he was at Streamer University. And based off of what I saw there, this number comes fairly close to that. So I'm decently confident that this is around the actual amount that he made in brands for the month of June. All right, boom. So that's that. And the last thing that we're going to reveal is the grand total. Okay. All right. All right. So, looking at the potential that people can make creating content online, doing the things that they enjoy, and essentially just filming themselves and posting the content on free platforms like YouTube and Twitch. I was gonna say Instagram and TikTok, but I'm actually not gonna look into that. I don't even know how they pay. In one month, Agent 00, from streaming on Twitch, posting content on YouTube, and then partnering with various brands to market their services or products or events, we came up with a grand total. We came up with a grand total of $340,298.23 for the month of June. Now, there's no way that working a traditional job is going to pay you six figures, nonetheless $340,000 in a month. And that's why I think that content creation, regardless of what your passions are something that you should take a look into. Whether you want to grow your business or you want to start a business, marketing that business through content like YouTube or Twitch or Instagram or TikTok is potentially life-changing. I've seen it happen for many content creators who started off with absolutely nothing, and now they're making six figures a month, possibly even seven figures a month, depending on the audience that they build. And like I said at the beginning of this video, or the beginning of the stream, that attention is the most valuable form of currency. And so moving forward on this channel, I just want to inspire people and teach people about the potential that content creation can turn into, or you just chasing your passions and desires. So instead of working a job that you hate, you can be doing the things that you love and making a living off of that. But the last thing that I wanted to mention, this doesn't come out of nowhere. When it comes to getting people's attention, there are certain things that content creators are doing to get you to click on their YouTube video or to click on their stream. And I went in and analyzed for 30 days exactly how Agent himself is doing it, and it would blow your mind some of the things that they do behind the scenes to get you to click on their content. So if you want to check out exactly everything that I exposed on how Agent is getting millions of views every month, go ahead and check out this video next. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Watching some of these streamers, let me see if I can find an example for y'all. Watching some of these streamers, like just hop into Fly Sky High, man. Appreciate the sub. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for love. This is dope. I'll find an example, but watching some of these streamers while they're on stream, just hop in and start a YouTube intro and then like do the YouTube outro, I think is one of the most impressive things that I've seen. I'm gonna find one for y'all so you can know what I'm talking about. Yumi, seems a lot of people have followers already. Their followers followed them onto YouTube. That's what happened to your friend. Yeah, I think when it comes to I guess cross-pollinating your audience, I've seen a lot of people that can start either on YouTube or TikTok, because TikTok is huge. I would say it's probably the #1 app for discoverability. If you are posting content there and the potential for that short post to get millions and millions of views, and then maybe some of those people want to follow you onto different platforms. I've seen a lot of people use that method. YouTube is also amazing for discoverability, because after you post a video, it stays there as a VOD, and then it can get sent out to different groups of an audience where then they can start watching your content And from there, let's say you stream on Twitch as well. Well, if that person is interested, or you added value to them, or you're playing a game that they like or something like that, they might be interested in then watching you live, and then they can also funnel over to Twitch or wherever you might stream live. So yeah, it's a good strategy. And a lot of times, a person will follow you from one platform to another, especially if you're adding value, or maybe they can get something in addition if they were to follow you onto that platform. Like YouTube itself, if somebody's watching the video and they're watching a playback, there's only so much you can do to interact with that creator. You can leave a comment, maybe they'll respond back to you. But if you were to go over to Twitch, if they live stream as well, then you can interact with them live. And so that's incentive for somebody to follow you on Twitch as well. So yeah, like you said, Yumi, I do think that that is an effective strategy in getting people to watch you on different platforms. Oh yeah, I was gonna try to find an example for y'all. All right. Let's see. I think this is a good example. Let's see here. Let me go to. I actually feel bad. I don't think I'm subbed to Maya Higa. Maya Higa is one of my favorite content creators, bro. Just because what she does is so different. But I think she uploaded this on her channel. I would have to find it. Okay, maybe this one. All right, here's an example. Let me see if I can find it. I think she started already.
It's been gnarly out there. Roach, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Hold on, let me find it.
I have no thoughts on that. Thank you for the 3 months. You guys been doing the freaking pollinator census. Conscious, thank you.
Hold on, let me find it.
Title, what are you talking about? If hell would Twitch do?
Okay. So she just sparked a stream, and she already had this planned out to where it was going to turn into a YouTube video. So she had an idea and she wanted to do it on stream. And even though she's live and she has her chat in here, she's also going to like formally introduce the YouTube video because she knows that it's going to get posted to YouTube. So I'm trying to find
my parents were here. Void. I was talking to my sister in an evil video and she started talking to me about it.
Oh crap. I don't know when she starts.
Wise, and they also definitely.
Okay, she didn't start yet.
And hip, she shouldn't. Big Smoke Wolf. Okay, he is straight. And then I went and I asked a couple of my male friends, and they all said yes.
Okay, look. This, I think, is super impressive. Because she's on stream, and then here she's gonna start into the YouTube intro, and then I'm going to show y'all the edited down version because this video is posted now. I'm gonna show you the edited version and how it's I guess maybe more engaging. I don't know, but let's see.
We're doing a YouTube video, okay? Nobody get weird. YouTube, what's up? It has come to my attention recently that apparently a lot of men think that they could land a plane in an emergency situation. And I heard that one time and I was like, yeah, okay, there's no way. That's not actually a thing that's real. And then I went and I asked a couple of my male friends and they all said yes. And so now I'm on a quest to find out whether or not that's true. So we are doing some research today, increasing the sample size and calling some men and seeing if they truly think that they could land a plane in an emergency situation. Like and subscribe. That's the plan for today.
All right, boom. So look, just going into a YouTube intro and flowing through the intro. So she does that while she's on stream. Okay, boom. That's great. But then, because it's already planned out, and now this video just got posted. So now they're taking that and they're editing it in a certain way where it's a formal YouTube intro, and then she goes throughout the video with calling people, asking that question.
Why do you think that?
But keep in mind what we just watched and then how much it's transformed in an intro. Is why I think that this strategy is pretty meta, and her editor, whoever her editor is, I think is one of the best editors on YouTube. But this is the intro now, taken from the stream.
YouTube, what's up? It has come to my attention recently that apparently a lot of men think that they could land a plane in an emergency situation. And I heard that one time and I was like, yeah, okay, there's no way. That's not actually a thing that's real. And then I went and I asked a couple of my male friends and they all said yes. And so now I am on a quest to find out whether or not that's true. So we are doing some research today, increasing the sample size and calling some men and seeing if they truly think that they could land a plane in an emergency situation. Like and subscribe.
That's so OP, bro. Like, that's so impressive. That editor is peak. He turns everything into a movie. But I just want to show y'all that because I just find it interesting how they can be on stream already plan out whatever the concept of the video is, and then after that, you know, plan a formal YouTube intro that they just go into while they're live, and then it makes it a lot easier for the editing, and they can do it kind of all in one pass and turn it into a YouTube video itself, and then that video gets more views. So let's see, is this the, I think this is the stream. Yeah, this is the stream. So it's 47,000 views that she got on this stream 6 days ago, and then for the YouTube video that dropped within the past, is dropped 14 hours ago, it has 114,000 views. Now she's a massive creator, mind you, but I just think that's interesting. All right, so let me get out of that. But I think that's most everything that I wanted to cover in this stream. Like I said, for Agent 00, guys, if you want to check out the video that I made showing how he is able to get people to click on his content and some of the strategies that he is deploying there, then I can link that video below. But oh, it's my channel, what am I doing? Yeah, I can link that video below, but it's the latest video that I posted 11 days ago. I exposed why modern YouTubers are so addictive. So this is going into all of the strategies that Agent uses. Well, not all of them. It's going into a few of the strategies that Agent uses to get people to click on his content. And this can apply to any YouTuber, where if you are struggling to get more views, you're wanting to grow your audience base, there's some helpful tips and tools in here that goes into the psychology of how viewers think when they're scrolling through YouTube to help increase the likelihood of them clicking on your video specifically. But if y'all got any questions, man, feel free to ask. Right now, just kind of the chill part of the stream. We went through, we pocket watched Agent. We created, I'm hoping, what's going to be a decent YouTube video out of this stream. And now, if y'all got any questions, man, feel free to ask. I'm thinking the next one that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a method watch for Senna on this video. I think this video is popping off for her, in my opinion. It's getting 543 views per hour. This is the latest one that she posted. And if you look at, like, in comparison to some of her other content, this was posted 2 weeks ago, got 106,000 views. This was posted 2 weeks ago, 49,000 views. This one 3 weeks ago, 18,000. And so I would say her latest video that was posted 3 days ago to have 132,000 views as the highest view count out of the past like 8 uploads. maybe even more than that. I think that this video is going to continue going crazy. It's a movie. She started playing Rainbow Six Siege and she's trying to rank up. And I just think it's a really good storyline. Like, it's a really good storyline to this video. And I think the thumbnail was perfect. I think the intro is perfect. And just her struggling through this challenge on Rainbow Six. I think a lot of people will tune in to see to see how much hell that she's going through trying to complete this challenge. So I think maybe even tomorrow I might run a stream doing a method watch for Senna, or for this video specifically. And when I say method watch, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. We go in here. Let me go over here. What the heck? Yeah, here. All right, boom. So when I say method watch, this is what I'm talking about. So I essentially go through somebody's channel and analyze what they're doing to get people to click on their content. So for Agent, since I've already done one, I go through like clickbait tactics. What are they doing? Here he uses something called mirroring method. I explain what it is, what it's doing, and why it triggers people to click on it. You know, some things that they're doing from a psychological standpoint, in the imagery they put in the thumbnail, some things that they're doing in the title to make people want to click on it. And then also what they're doing in the intro, because they're saying certain things for a reason to get people to watch and to watch the video for longer. So I think I'm going to do the same thing on this Senna video, maybe tomorrow. But that is that. Pull this back up real quick. Oh man, I gotta do that. All right, is this music still going? What the heck? Did it stop? Oh, that was the last song. I didn't realize that. All right, boom. Yeah, man. Well, everybody who stopped in today, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. I would appreciate if you could like the stream, or maybe even leave a comment and let me know your feedback. If you enjoy this type of content, if you learned anything, if there's anything that I can do differently, or maybe something that you want to learn, then I would be glad to do that. Let's see. Also, linked below in the description, if you are wanting to grow on YouTube and want to make content a full-time career, and you're looking to monetize your channel, then I do have, now bear with me, this is my first time doing some of this stuff. I do have a, what the heck? Okay, it didn't. I do have a link to a free download that is in the description. I think I can also put a link in the chat. Let me see. Does this work? Okay, yeah. I just dropped a link in the chat of this free download that tells you 7 different ways where you can make money on YouTube. And majority of them don't have anything to do with ad revenue. Obviously, because ad revenue, for you to qualify for that, you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. But there are other ways to make money on YouTube before you get monetized. And this is a great guide to give you a better idea if you're looking to make money from your content, of some things that you can implement or just look into for ways to make money on YouTube. So that's one thing. Another thing, what I used for a lot of the research for me to, you know, see how much somebody makes on YouTube or understand what category of content that they make was vidIQ. So vidIQ is a tool that I use. You can sign up for free if you want to maybe get access to some of these tools that I have been using as well. Like, let me see, like this feature where you can look at somebody's total views. You can look at their category, like I said, their average video length, their subscribers. It also shows you how many views that somebody's gained in the past 30 days or 7 days, how many subscribers they've gained, how many videos were published. There's a lot of stuff that you get in the free version of vidIQ. So that's one thing. But vidIQ also will help you generate video ideas. If you were to sign up on the platform, there's a lot of things that it does to help YouTubers. Like it can give you ideas for tags that you can put in a video that you're going to upload. There's a lot of AI that is integrated into vidIQ to help you become a better creator as well. So if that's something you're interested in, you can check that out. I'm also going to drop that link in the chat, or you can find it in the description of the video as well. So that is there for you. And then the last thing, I don't know if this is going to be loud enough. The last thing that I wanted to offer as well. Where is it? Oh, I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to be loud enough. Y'all tell me if it is. The last thing I wanted to let you know about. So I do have a YouTube membership program where I have bonus content where we can sit and chop it up. I do YouTube channel reviews. I'll look at your channel. I'll give you my feedback and my thoughts and my advice. Or, you know, we'll sit there and we'll have brainstorming sessions where we come up with video ideas. We design thumbnails. We do things like that to try to help content creators as well. So let me throw you into this 360.
If you're looking for a group of like-minded creators, look no further. The more people you surround yourself with that strive to accomplish greatness in life, the faster you'll reach success. So consider joining the Noti Tribe community, where we live by the motto, nothing's offered, take it. If you'd like to purely support the channel and our mission, then the Noti Tribe supporter tier is for you. Joining this tier will unlock exclusive member badges, chat emojis, and prioritized replies to your comments above all others. Want to make a statement with premium branded Noti merch? Then Noti Friend is the tier for you. And finally, my true passion. If you're looking to grow as a content creator, then you should consider joining the Noti Family tier. Here you'll get exclusive behind the scenes updates and posts regarding the channel, members only shoutouts in our community tab, and what I'm most excited for, weekly members only live streams where we can brainstorm content ideas together to come up with your next viral video, as well as channel reviews where I give you personalized feedback on your YouTube channel, titles, thumbnails, and video intros. So regardless if you want to support this channel or grow your own, we have a personalized tier just for you. Click the join button below this video to become part of the tribe, and I'll see you in there.
Yeah. All right, bet. Well, if you don't have any other questions, let me check something real quick. Let me see who's in here, man. All right, boom. Well, if anybody got any questions, let me know. I'll probably be on the stream for, I don't know, the next 5 minutes, unless we do have a lot of people who have any questions. We can go back and forth, but I'm probably going to wrap things up within the next few minutes here. But like I said, let me know if you have any feedback. If you were in this stream, or if you had just hopped in and you saw me going through investigating how much these modern YouTubers are making. If you enjoyed the content, I would appreciate your feedback. If you would like to see something in addition to that, or you want to learn some other things, or you want to see other pieces of it integrated into the stream, or you might have like recommendation on content creators that you would like me to analyze and go through their earnings, feel free to let me know in chat or drop a comment. But other than that, man, I think I like this. I think I like streaming earlier in the morning. And then, you know, if I do that, it might give me also some time to stream later on in the evening as well, and kind of just getting it out the way early. I'll say for me, I think from the last stream that I ran, I'm going to compare the analytics of my channel. I think there's a little bit more activity, like, you know, some more people came and hopped into the stream. So I might continue testing this early morning thing. Let me know if the time works out for you too in the chat or in the comments. But yeah, I had fun with it. Bear with me. I'm still new to streaming. It's so unnatural to me, bro. But I know I have to just keep putting the reps in if I want to get better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me see. I gotta sign something else? Oh my gosh. I can't begin to tell you how much I hate insurance, man. The biggest scam ever. Yumi said you're usually a night person. Hey, I get it. I usually am too. This is something completely new for me. I say I'm usually going to bed around 2 a.m. but I'm trying to make some changes. Even with that, like sparking this stream when I did. What time did I wake up today? I woke up at like 4:45, and I went to bed maybe around 11. So I mean, it's still kind of night owl-ish. You said trying to be more of an early bird. Yeah, me too, man. It makes me feel better as a person. Just makes me feel more productive the earlier I wake up, even if I don't do anything productive. So I'm trying to start implementing that. Maybe waking up around 5 a.m., getting some stuff done, and then yeah, and then trying to get to bed a little bit earlier too. He said AAA is the best car insurance. I might have to check that out. I don't have AAA. Who am I through? I think I'm through Progressive, which it's not bad. But it really depending on the company that you go through, and then also like the type of insurance that you have, whether it's full coverage or liability or whatever. I was paying way too much for the coverage that I had previously, so I'm happy with Progressive. But yeah, AAA, I've heard good things too. Let me check this. It said trying to hit that 5 a.m. too. That's what's up, man. Well, let's hold each other accountable, bro. It is not easy. Yeah, it's not easy at all. Like I have a problem getting to bed earlier, but the hope is waking up at 5 a.m. I'm just gonna be tired by 10 p.m. at night, and so naturally I'll just go to sleep instead of staying up at 2 a.m., which is my usual. So yeah, man, that 5 a.m. you gotta set that alarm. Two, okay, bet. If I read the 5 a.m. club, no, I've never heard of it. I'm gonna look it up right now. Was this like a hold on. Oops. I keep doing that, bro. I'm so bad at my stream deck. Self-help book about two struggling individuals mentored by a billionaire. Oh, to teach them a morning routine for peak performance, productivity, and happiness. Oh man, I've never heard of this, but it sounds kind of fire. It's on YouTube also. Okay, I might have to peep that out. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to make some changes in my daily routines. I have not been productive for the past while, bro. To be honest, like the past year, I really have just been mailing it in. So I gotta force some change, and I think waking up early is one of the easiest things that can be done to try to like boost your mind into like a different mindset. So yeah, no, I never heard of this book, but it seems kind of dope. But yeah, Yumi, I like that, man. I like that. I appreciate you coming through, being active in the chat, and I do want to see how things go with this new journey that you have on YouTube, and you know, we can stay in touch with each other and try to keep each other encouraged here. Let's see what time is it? Yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes and then we're gonna wrap up. Let me check this real quick. All right, I don't know why it does this here. This is weird. Oh well. You said, when I lived in Florida, I woke up at 12:30, had to drive 2 hours to work, clocking in 4 a.m. Sheesh. I was on that grind out there, man. Yeah, that's different. That's a different type of schedule. I'm trying to think. When I was working at one point, well, at one point I was working like 3 jobs, but I had a night stocking job at Kohl's, and then in the same strip plaza, I would walk over to Office Max, and then I would work that job, and then I was also mowing lawns at the same time. So I think my schedule was the overnight stocking at Kohl's started at 10 p.m. I believe, and then I worked until 6 a.m. and then my shift at Office Max started at 7 a.m. and then I worked there until 3 p.m. That was brutal, gang. That was brutal. I had no sense of what day it was in the week, and then like the entire day was just slept away, and wake up and do it all over again. I gotta see if I can. It's gonna be a lot of B-roll that I'm gonna have to cram into this video, bro. Hopefully it's not too much. It's not too heavy of an edit. But I'm excited. I'm gonna show y'all the thumbnail. Let me know y'all thoughts on this thumbnail. Hold on. Let me open this. Let me open it. Oops. Here it is. Actually, where's that? I got so many thumbnails in here. Okay, here's your thumbnail. What y'all think, man? Trash or nah? Let me know. Trash or nah? I'm gonna test it and find out. YouTube will tell me if it's trash or not. But this is what I'm thinking. What the heck is this? I'm gonna have to turn this off. This is not cool. That's the thumb. Oops. It says trash. Hey man, it might be trash, but we're gonna find out. Once I upload it, YouTube might come back and say, hey, we're gonna give you a heaping 7 views. I don't know. It's all about creating habits, breaking the bad ones for sure. Feel more productive and creative at night. Yeah, everybody's different, man. Everybody's different. Some people, well, it may not even be beneficial to try to wake up early or do anything like that. Some people are more productive at night. I felt that way for a while, but I don't know if I actually am. Maybe it depends on what I'm doing. A lot of the times, I don't know, like if I'm editing videos, I don't know. Sometimes I felt like when I film videos, I'm better filming them at night. Or when I'm editing, I'm better doing that at night. I don't know. I'm testing something new, man. I want to try to start doing some of these activities earlier in the day if I can, or at least get started earlier. But yeah, you're right. You know, everybody's different. Okay. I bet. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it, man. Well, hey, look, I appreciate y'all coming through to the stream. If you are watching the replay, thanks so much. Please leave a comment and let me know if you enjoyed this type of content. If you have any feedback, drop it down there or leave a thumbs up on the video. But aside from that, hold on. Let's do this right. Let's do this right. Yeah. Outro. Aside from that, Yumi, I appreciate you coming through. Who else we saw in here? Justin, I appreciate you coming through. My Addiction. Hey, yo, sup, man? TR1, good to see you back in here. Gaming Facts, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I may be coming back tomorrow and sparking a stream, going through Senna Method Watch on her most recent upload. But other than that, I appreciate y'all. Catch you in the next one.